Hi.
Hola.
Hi, hier ist Mr. Döse.
This is Michael Bradley.
Hey, I'm Memphis.
Hey.
Hola. Hello.
I'm here with soccer.com.
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 And I'm talking with my friends soccer.com.
See you soon.
What's up guys, Josh from soccerreviewsforyou.com bringing you the $300 budget edition of the What's in My Soccer Bag series. I've had tons and tons of requests to bring back the budget What's in My Bag videos, so if you guys do want to see more of these and you enjoy them, be sure to support this video with a like, and if you do want to see more, let me know down below in the comment section which budget range you'd like to see in the next budget What's in My Soccer Bag video. Whatever gets the most amount of requests is the one that I'll get to making right away. Anyways, here's the situation. You need all new gear. This includes apparel, this includes equipment, which means shin guards and a ball, and of course footwear, so new soccer cleats / football boots, and you only have $300 to spend to get all of these items. What should you buy? That's what I'm going to be sharing with you in today's video. Now, in order to pick all of these items, I had to meet certain criteria. Obviously, one, it had to fit within the $300 budget. So in order to do that, I chose to pick all of these items based on their standard full retail price, which is kind of unrealistic because you can get pretty much all of these items under the normal retail, especially if you're buying online. But worst case scenario, you have to pay full retail. All of these items will meet that $300 requirement. And two, the other thing that I really wanted to make a priority here is that none of these items were picked just because they were cheap. I picked all these items because one, they fit within the budget, and two, I think they're legitimately good products that have good value, have good quality to them, and even though they are fairly inexpensive, I would still personally wear them even having access to more expensive gear. So again, everything that I'm recommending to you guys within this budget, while it's inexpensive, it still is legitimately very good. Now, of course, all of the items that you see in today's video, you can purchase for yourself by either clicking the little pop-up in the corner of the screen or the first link down below in the description. That's gonna take you to a page on my website where you'll find individual buy it now links with exclusive SR4U coupon codes where you'll be able to pick up all of these items, again, like I just talked about, below their normal retail prices. So you can technically get all this stuff pretty well below the normal $300, but again, for the sake of everything being full retail, for worst case scenario, all of these items do add up to around $300 US. Nonetheless, if you're interested, first link down below, check it out, and without further ado, let me show you what I picked. So to start things off, I'm actually going to show you guys a bag that I did not include in the $300 total budget because it's not a necessity. If you're watching this, you probably already have a backpack. I assume everybody goes to school or has been to school, or if you already play for a team, it's likely that they provide you with a bag of some sort to carry your stuff in, like the whole team has. So again, you don't need this, but if you do want something like this, I wanted to give you guys an option of what I thought was a pretty decent bag for an affordable price. So this is the Nike Brasilia 6 size small duffel bag in royal blue. It's available in a couple different colors as well. And there is also a large and a medium size if you need something a little bit bigger. But the small size, it's got a good size central compartment. The side pockets is made from a rugged textile material, a little bit more of a heavy duty material on the bottom for durability, good quality zippers, and all the straps that you could need. So as a duffel bag, it serves its purpose and it's decent quality on a lower budget. Nonetheless, let's take a look at what's on the inside, which of course, all of these items are part of the $300 budget. So the first item that I have for you guys is a training top. This is from Under Armour. It is their tech t-shirt, which retails for $25 US. And what's great about this for 25 bucks, and really as a training top period, I think this is my personal favorite at any budget. Even to spend $100, I might pick this every single time, is that this is the softest, most comfortable t-shirt that I've personally ever worn. What's great about it is one, I like the way that it fits. It's got a fitted look to it, but it's not overly tight. It's not uncomfortable. It doesn't feel restrictive in any way at all. The sleeves are just right in my opinion. And then two, the material. This is Under Armour's Heat Gear material, and something about this blend that they have is different from any other brand, any other shirt that I've worn. It's super soft. It's got just the right amount of stretchiness to it, and it's extremely durable. It's one of those shirts that you can wash 100 times and the feel is still the same. I've got a couple of these that are about 3 or 4 years old, and they still feel the same as they did from when they were brand new, even though they've been washed so many different times. So again, the tech t-shirt from Under Armour, I think it looks cool. It's got the simple Under Armour logo there on the front, the little Under Armour logo there at the back of the neck. And this is the dark gray variation. It's available in pretty much every color you can imagine. So you can find one that you like the look of. And again, just a super good quality shirt for 25 bucks. Next, we have some compression shorts, which This is really a personal preference thing. Some people don't like wearing compression shorts or just don't feel the need to. I'm not one of those people. I like to have compression shorts whenever I'm playing any kind of sport at all, any kind of athletic thing. I just find it more comfortable. I feel more secure in general. I don't have, I guess, the issue of getting a wedgie is something that I personally struggle with when I don't have compression shorts on. So that's the main reason why I wear them personally. And what's great about these, this is being the Adidas Tech Fit 9-inch compression shorts. Retail on these is $25. Is that for $25, that's fairly inexpensive for compression shorts. And the material is actually good quality. It's got a good thickness to it. And the amount of compression you get from these is solid. A lot of cheap compression shorts just aren't tight enough and they don't really serve their purpose. These do a pretty good job. Also, they tend to be pretty durable. I've got a couple pairs of these, and again, through washes, they can get a little bit rough depending on the cheaper brands, but these ones that have held up really, really nicely for me. And again, I can very strongly recommend them. Also available in a few different colors, depending on what you like the look of, or even if you have to match them up to your club shorts, you will have that option. Now, training shorts, obviously a very important piece of equipment, and this is where I went a little bit more expensive, but again, I think the quality is worth it. These are the Adidas Tiro 17 training shorts. Retail on these is $30 US, and they're Adidas shorts. What can you expect? It's made from a nice Adizero material, so it's very high quality, comfortable to wear, a slight stretch to it, no restrictiveness whatsoever. It's got the ventilation through the middle, which is really, really nice. The Adidas stripes down the side, which is a classic look. These also have built-in pockets, which I really like as well. So if you want to wear them casually, you don't have necessarily shorts that don't have any pockets, which can be a little bit of a pain. Everyone's carrying around a phone nowadays, so at least you have somewhere to put your phone in your pocket. Again, if you're just wearing them casually, you don't need them while you're training, but nonetheless, good quality, and for 30 bucks, I think you absolutely cannot go wrong with those. Next, we of course have a pair of Shin Guards, which I went with these guys right here from Nike, the Mercurial Lights. These guys retail for $22 US, and they also come with these included Shin Guard sleeves, which granted, are not the greatest. They're made from a thin elasticated mesh material, not very durable, not super effective, especially after a couple weeks of use. So expect to replace these or just not use them entirely, use tape instead to hold your shin guards in place. But it's nice that they include them nonetheless, especially considering the $22 price point. And what's great about these is, one, they're a good shape. They fit quite nicely, which is obviously important with a pair of shin guards. Two, they're actually very, very solid. It's got a nice solid plastic shell with decent thickness to it. And it's got a really nice heavy duty liner as well. The liner I think is great because it's a solid foam material that doesn't have any kind of a liner. So you're not gonna have any absorption of moisture or anything like that. The foam itself basically just lets the water or sweat kind of just trickle down through the bottom of the shin guard. They maintain pretty much a dryness for the entire use of the shin guard. So if you're one of those people that has to play in a tournament and you got to wear the same shin guards 2 or 3 times in a day, they're going to be dry for you every time. They don't really absorb moisture, so they're not going to feel heavy. And it also does have the NOC SAE approval rating on there as well. So if that is something that your league requires, these meet those approvals or those standards, and you really don't have anything to worry about. So for 22 bucks, I think they're great. They're right and left anatomically shaped as well. Obviously, if you don't really need good quality shin guards or you don't value protection that much, I know there are some crazy people out there, going for something like a Nike J Guard for 10 bucks, that's gonna be a little bit cheaper for you. But for 22 bucks, if you want some actual decent quality shin guards, I think that those are probably your best option. They also look pretty cool in my opinion. Next, we of course have a pair of socks. Super important piece of equipment. A lot of people neglect the importance of socks, but if you want to avoid blisters and have the most comfortable fit and feel from your shoes, good quality socks that not only are good quality but also fit you well are super, super important. These are the Adidas Copa Zone 3s, and they retail for $12, so they're relatively inexpensive. And if I'm honest with you guys, there's not a huge difference in socks if you're spending $10 or you're spending $30. As long as you're buying from a reputable brand, Adidas, Nike, Under Armour, Puma, whoever that may be, and the socks fit you well, they're made from a nice material, you're gonna have a very similar experience. You have your specialty socks like True Socks and Nike Grip socks that are obviously gonna be a little bit different at those premium price points, but for the most part, 12 bucks, 20 bucks, 30 bucks for socks, it's gonna be very similar. Nonetheless, what's great about these is, again, the quality material is very nice. It's got the targeted padding there on the bottom of the foot, which is nice to have, where it's a little bit heavier in the heel, as well as in the forefoot toe area. It's got the nice seamless stitch across the top of your toes, which is always very comfortable, I find. Obviously, it's a full-length sock. Very simple design where all you're gonna see is the Adidas logo on the front and the 3 stripes at the top. these being black and white in color. They're also available in pretty much every color combination you could imagine. So if you don't necessarily want black and white, they have all the different colors. You can pick which ones you like the look of or whatever matches your team. Next, we of course have a ball, which you have to have with you. This is the Select Numero 10, which retails between $40 and $48 depending on the color and variation. The newer ones, which I have right here, retail for $48. You can get some of the older ones for about $40, and really the only difference you're going to find is that the panel material on the new ones has a little bit of a micro texture to it, which does feel more premium. I do like this better versus the older style, so I think the extra $8 might be worth it. Again, we're talking about full retail. You can always get them for a little bit less than that. But what's great about this ball is that I know it's fairly expensive compared to the other items that I've showed you, but when you're talking about soccer balls, you really do get what you pay for. I think that when you spend $150, $160 on a full match ball, on a match ball at full retail price, they're the best of the best. I don't think there's any arguing that. But when you spend $30 or less on a soccer ball, honestly, the quality tends to be very, very cheap, almost with any brand, especially the Nike, Adidas, and Puma ones at those low price points. They're quite honestly just not very good. I wouldn't recommend buying them. You're better off spending a little bit more. And brands like Select, which you might not have heard of depending on, I guess, your familiarity with soccer balls in general. Not the most popular, obviously, but very good quality, especially for those mid-range price points that honestly Nike and Adidas, they don't really offer anything around $40 to $50 that's actually very good. This though, it's a standard 32 panel design. The quality of the materials on this ball is what you would expect from a match ball from Nike and Adidas, honestly. It's really, really good quality. It does meet certain certifications, international match ball standards, as you guys can see. Technically not FIFA approved, but if Select did want to pay to get this ball FIFA approved, they technically could do that. It does also have the NFHS approval rating right there, which I believe is American high schools. So it is qualified as a match ball, but obviously at a much lower price point. So again, splurge on a ball. It's definitely worth to get one that's a little bit nicer. And I think the Select Numero 10, without spending $150, is going to be the best value. Now, all of these items, including the ball, excluding the bag, of course, tallies up to about $150, $154 to be 100% exact. And again, that's paying full retail price. If you get some of these items on sale, you can have even more budget to allocate towards your shoes, which is what I would recommend doing. If you're looking at this video and you're saying, okay, I don't really need the shorts, I don't really need the shirt, but I need the socks, the balls, and the shin guards. That leaves me with $200 to spend on the shoes. Spend as much as you can on the shoes and the ball as you possibly can, because those are the most important pieces of equipment in terms of what your experience is going to be. So with $150 left to spend on shoes, what should you buy? The pair that I picked as I think a very good value overall is the Nike Premier. They retail for $130, so technically these would come in under budget, but what you get for your $130 is excellent quality. It's full kangaroo leather, super comfortable, super soft, very straightforward in terms of design. It's a very simple boot in general, conical stud pattern, very flexible, has a nice natural sensation to it. And again, shoes are very much based around personal preference. So if you don't necessarily like the feel of leather, maybe this isn't the best option for you. But if you just want something soft, simple, and comfortable, the Nike Premier at $130 is the way to go in my opinion. Before we end the video, I just wanted to add a quick note on the boots. I picked the Nike Premier because I think it's a legitimately good shoe at $130, but obviously boots are very much based around personal preference. Not everybody wants a Nike Premier style shoe, a leather boot, something very simple and straightforward. Some people want tighter, some people want thinner, some people want a certain type of something from their shoes. So this is worth keeping in mind when it comes to buying boots on a budget in general, especially if you have $150 to spend. That's a legitimately high amount of money that's gonna be able to get you 90% of what's out there. And the way that you go about doing that is not paying full retail for the latest takedown model. You take a look at what's on sale. If you're not too picky about colorways, you can get the older colorways of top-end models that normally retail between $200 and $220 very regularly on sale for $150 or less. So something like a Vapor 11 would be an option for you. Something like a Tiempo Legend 6 would be an option. Something like an Adidas X16.1. You can get all of these shoes that normally retail between $200 and $220 for $150 or less all the time. So again, worst case scenario, you have to buy a full retail price shoe. I think the Nike Premier is a really solid option, but always take a look at what's on sale when you are on a budget and buying a new pair of boots. Alright guys, so that is it for the $300 budget edition of the What's in My Soccer Bag series. Again, if you're interested in any of the items you saw in today's video, it's the first link down below in the description. Go ahead and check that out. If you have any questions regarding this stuff, leave it down below in the comment section, and I definitely will get an answer out to you. If you enjoyed today's video, found it helpful and informative, be sure to support it with a like. Subscribe if you haven't already for daily videos on all the latest and greatest soccer gear. You can find all my social media information linked down below in the description as well. And other than that, guys, hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, thanks for watching.